Hi, everyone. It's Beckie Belote here. I am a creative memories advisor, and I am in Newport News, Virginia. And I love traditional scrapbooking. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do tons of ideas with traditional scrapbooking. On Tuesday, every Tuesday, you can see me if you're a traditional scrapbooker. However, today I'm here to talk to you about another passion of mine, and that is digital scrapbooking, and digital scrapbooking with creative memories. I just feel like we've got the best thing going out there. And the reason why I believe that is because our digital albums look just like our traditional albums. All right. So they're really durable. So those of you that have ever made a digital, a creative memories album, you know how nice they are. And so to be able to work on your computer and get the same output, faster and more economical, it's an option that you want. So for me, again, I love my traditional scrapbooking, and I like touching the paper and the stickers and popping them and having the texture. I love all that. However, there are times where I really want digital. And the reason why it's so affordable with Creative Memories is you don't have any programs to buy. It's an online platform. So you just go online and you make a page or two, or you can make the whole book in one sitting. It's totally up to you, but you don't buy anything until you order the album, which is crazy cool. So we have digital content that you pay for, but our people that are making albums digitally with creative memories, you don't need those. Okay. You don't need those, because it's all free. All the stickers, all the embellishments, all the papers, all the layouts, they're free. So you don't have to pay for that to make our books. What people do with the digital content that we provide, they might want it, for instance, to go and make an album with maybe Shutterfly or somebody else. Okay. So that's what it's there for. And a lot of my scrapbookers also buy those digital kits so that they can print out extra embellishments with their Cricuts for traditional scrapbooking, believe it or not. That is over my head, but I do know my customers are doing it. So, anyways, I don't have a Cricut. I don't know how to use a Cricut. But anyways, so I'm going to start with this one because this is a regular album cover. Okay. So this is probably the least expensive way to do our digital books. By the way, today I'm not going to show you how to do a digital book. I can show you how, though, in as few as probably 15 minutes because it's really simple to do. You don't have to have a lot of expertise on your computer. If you know how to, say, cut and paste on your computer, if you know how to upload pictures to be printed without having to go into a store, then you have all the savvy that you need to do this. It's really easy. Okay. So I wanted to say that that's what, if you want to learn how, reach out to me and I'll teach you how. But what I want you to understand is how our product is different than anything else in the market. We are in this really cool, unique niche. And so, anyways, again, there's nothing to buy until you order your book. And you can order one copy or five copies. So it's not like traditional where you would painstakingly and joyfully make that album for yourself, and then you give it away and you almost cry because you put so much time into it and you want to keep it. There are faster ways, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but we love our traditional scrapbooking. But this is for somebody that needs to do something faster, and especially if you want multiple copies. And I'm going to show you another reason why in a minute. So let me change the screen. All right. So this one is a very old one, no longer available. Nothing in this book is available anymore, but I'm showing this one for it to prove a point. I told you that there is faster traditional than whipping up everything yourself, and this is it. This is called Fast to Fab. So Fast to Fab is when they already put stuff on the page ready for you to plop your photos down. And then they have embellishments and stickers that match this line so that if you add those to the page, it makes you look like you are a creative genius. So this is a fast traditional method. All right. Fast traditional, called Fast to Fab. We have all kinds of options. This is not one of them. We change them every couple of years, and this is an old book. But what I wanted to show you, if I flip to the back of this book, the front was traditional. You can see the sheen on the pictures, right? If I flip to the back of the book, this is digital. All right. There is no sheen on these photos. This is where I flipped over, changed to digital, but I used the same artwork. The artwork that we have traditional mimics what we have in digital. So you have the same thing that you can do, which makes hybrid albums, which is this one, where you're mixing and matching, very easy to do. Some people are real passionate about showing their family their own handwriting. We have two schools of people, some that really they may not like their handwriting, but they believe it's meaningful to their families, which is a true statement, and they write it anyways. If you want to do that, make sure that when you do your digital page, you save room to add your mat to journal on. Okay. So because these are real scrapbooks, really durable scrapbooks, it's not like the ones that could easily tear. So you can add stuff in these that you would never do in any of the albums that I have seen out on the market. Okay. So the other digital scrapbooks are not real scrapbooks. They're books. They're books. These are scrapbooks. And so they have a lot more versatility. Okay. So that is the first one I wanted to show you. I almost forgot. We also have a little small option. These are $10. So very, very inexpensive and $10. They're great for gifts. You can take them, and if you want them to be more permanent, you can take them and add them to an 8x8 album. You can see that's what I've done here to get the exact, sorry for the reflection. All right, so another great easy option, great if you're a teacher and you do year-end gifts. That's a great price point to order one for all 18 of your classmates, instead of making individual books, which is so much time, and not inexpensive, right? Okay, so this is one that I made when my daughter Reagan got engaged to my son-in-law Ricky. We took her professional engagement pictures and made a book I made one for me, one for her grandmother, one for his mother, and hers, we added additional pages throughout that look kind of like this without the photos so that we could put it out at the wedding as a guest book. So the guests were able to actually write on the pages because it's a scrapbook. And that notched up how valuable this book was to this couple. Okay, super cool. What we also did is we added pictures from all the engagement parties that they were blessed enough to have. So this is an invitation that I actually took a picture of and put in. But because this is a real scrapbook, if I had wanted to put the real one, I would have just made space for it and I could have included it. Okay. So the real thing, if I would have wanted to. Is that cool? So that way at the wedding, when you include that kind of stuff in your guest book, which is what this was, my guests at the wedding, her guests at the wedding, were able to actually look through and see themselves because most of those people were actually at the wedding as well. It's a wedding album here, a custom album cover, custom spine. The price of the actual album includes your custom spine, any kind of custom things that you do. All right. So, but you don't have to get a custom album. You can get just the pages on the inside. This one has page protectors because I did add in this one some peekaboo pockets. I did add some traditional embellishments this year. They came out with this color flowers, which are the exact same color as she picked for her wedding. So that was great to add those later. I also was able to add peekaboo pockets, which allowed me to get more pictures in the book than would have allowed me otherwise. This is a really chunky, fat book. I made 5 of them. I made one and I ordered 5 for everybody that wanted this copy. What you can also do in these is you can include these guys. These are called multi-pocket sleeves. They fit into any of our traditional albums, and a digital book in Creative Memories is a traditional album, okay, just made digitally. So these fit in if you want to just add some extra pictures fast. And of course, in the back here, you'll see where I've added her beverage napkin from the wedding. I've added the actual wedding program, her wedding invitation. So because it's a real scrapbook, you can put real things in it. It doesn't just have to be a picture of that thing. All right. And then last, oh, not last, this is one I made for her college graduation. She was one of those that was in the class of 2020. So she didn't really get a graduation at all, but we had to celebrate her. Again, this is a custom cover. I was able to put her mascot on the cover because this is an embellishment in the Creative Memories line. In the zoo line, we had a lion. So I was able to add that. I was able to customize the cover to the exact colors of her school. So it gave me a lot of versatility to get what I wanted. You can journal forever. And when you have less photos than you have stories, that's when journaling is so important. COVID and the year of 2020 was historical. So I had a lot to say about that, and I was able to include them. So again, all these embellishments, free, free, free. At the end here, you can see where he went to Hampton, Sydney, and she went to ODU, lions and tigers. So again, I was able to put those together. So lots of customization, customizable stuff. And then last but not least, and this is one of the reasons I really love to do this for vacations, is we tend to go to vacations, and I know you do too, where every day you wake up to a site that just takes your breath away. And when you print that site in a 4x6 or a 5x7 picture, sometimes it doesn't give you the memory that you remembered. So I love this for that reason, that I can make them nice and big. I think I may have blurred my camera. Okay. So here you can see I added the room cards. I added a coin from Aruba in this little pocket. So you can add that traditionally. But let me get to a page that will take your breath away, even though you didn't go to my spot. All right. So here you can see how beautiful this was. Okay. Look at this one. Like that just brings you back. So doing this traditionally to blow up a photo that big is not cost effective. It's very expensive. So this, even if you're just going to do a couple of pages in a traditional book to get that effect, wow, what an impact. All right. So anyways, that is about it. I did add in here, just want to make sure let's see. Here's some border maker cartridges, which we also have digital. That's a rolling sales. Here I added real stickers to the page when it was done. So you can do that. Here I added a little pocket here to include the business card from this place, because people say, "Where did you go?" And I want to be able to really tell them where I went. And then one of our favorite things that we did, we went to a flamingo place. Um, and put the entire brochure there so I can tell people, pass on the prices and everything to my friends that hopefully get to go to Aruba, because it is a dream spot. All right. So that is all I've got. What I just want to impress upon you is that this is a really cool way to do fast albums, gift albums, especially if you need to do more than one. It's an easier way to do a gift album and to get that punch if you really want those oversized pictures. Okay. So if this is something you want to learn how to do, please email me at Beckie, Beckie at scrapbookwithbecky.com, and I'll put you on a list for my next class. Thanks so much for watching, and you all